All right, let's do a quick walkthrough of the IPC UI. I've launched the UI through the IPC CLI on the command line locally on my machine. You can see that I've got Anvil running locally. You can connect to different networks like Calibration or Anvil. I'm testing with Anvil right now for the sake of speed and ease. The top right, we've got your addresses. So all these addresses are what's configured with the CLI currently. So you can select whichever address you want to use. Right now you can see there's no gateways selected because we haven't created any. So let's go ahead and deploy one. So we're going to choose deploy subnet. You see up top we've got a questionnaire. You can skip it if you want to and just jump straight to the templates. But let's go through the questionnaire. So the primary use case is for development and testing right now. Decentralization is not super critical, we'll say. We want high throughput and not a whole lot of validators. So that leaves us with these choices down here. So we'll select that template. It gives a little questionnaire. Again, we can select local development. That's what we want. We want on Anvil. And also just note that that green light indicates that your local Anvil is actually running. If it wasn't running or down, it'd be red to show you that it wasn't running. You can choose the from address. So that's what which address you're using to run these commands on the chain. Minimum validator stake, and then validators, the permission mode, so you can choose which mode you want. Supply source, so you could choose the native token or ERC20, and then configure the owner of the Genesis contract. So we're going to choose deploy new gateway. If you had a gateway already, you could choose L1 gateway, which just means the gateway that you have, or you could choose subnet gateway, which would make it a child subnet of another subnet. So in advanced settings, you can dig into these and change all the different parameters that you could on the command line. We're not going to mess with any of those today. This is where you'd set up your validators, and so add the different validator keys and the voting power. So you could add another if you wanted to. We're just going to stick with one for now. So we're going to review and deploy. Well, that looks good. So we're going to deploy. So you can see as the steps start happening that it'll show you the progress. They take a little while, so I'm going to fast forward through this and see you when it's done. All right, our contracts have finished deploying, so it's just the last few steps, and we've successfully deployed our subnet. You can see all the information down here. We can hit go to dashboard and see our newly deployed subnet. We can hit view details now and check out the details. If there was a step that didn't complete correctly or had an issue, we could check here and it would say which step didn't complete right. It would give us some tips on what we could do to fix it. Gives you some chain statistics. Once nodes are running, this will start counting up. So you can see the block height. You can see the validators. If you want to run your node, there's some helpful information in here with the generated config and the commands that you need to run to start your node, configuration, all the contracts that are deployed, and some of the metrics. And that's it.